That's right. New York is known for world-famous film festivals like the Tribeca Film Festival, but there are also other festivals in the city that highlight local and international films. And starting tomorrow, New York's fastest-growing independent film festival is coming to Queens. And with us now to give us a preview and tell us a little bit more about this is Jayson Simba, the founder and also Executive Director of the Festival of Cinema NYC. Jayson, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
It's always a great morning when someone brings props to the studio. You are ready to go. Tell us a little bit about some of the films that are going to be featured and what people can expect. Let's start with 5th of July as well.
Okay, so 5th of July is our opening night. Tomorrow, Friday, right? Friday.
Yeah, what day is it? You're planning.
It's crazy. It really is crazy. I'm lost with the days.
Sure.
Tomorrow at 7 p.m., our opening night feature film is 5th of July, and it stars Jaleel White of Family Matters. I'm sure everyone knows who he is. Basically, he plays a regular guy who has promised his father his dying wish of scattering the ashes. It's some place that he asked him to do it, and then it's the zany adventure of him trying to get to this place to scatter the ashes. I would say it's kind of an over-the-top slapstick type of comedy, in almost like a Farrelly kind of way, like those kind of comedies. So it's very well done. It's hilarious, I felt. Yeah, and it's just the adventure of this regular guy who finds himself in the most awkward circumstances and situations, just trying to fulfill this one promise to his dead dad.
And if you were a fan of Family Matters, he looks more like Stefan there than Urkel.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Oh my God, he's in really good shape. I wouldn't. He doesn't. You lose all Urkel visuals.
Yeah.
Like that's just out the window. You watch this movie and it's like, what? That's Urkel. That's what happened to him. Yeah, it's almost it's compared to almost like Jerry O'Connell when he did Stand By Me, and and you see him now. It's like, wow, like these guys look amazing.
So you actually run the gamut here. So tell us about some of the other films. Subject matter very different for Quest. The Truth Always Rises.
So Quest, Truth Always Rises is a film about a 12, 13-year-old boy who's just not in the right place. He hangs out with the wrong crowd. He gets into graffiti. He has a stepfather that abuses him, that physically abuses him. So he doesn't have any guidance. So he finds his way through the streets and by hanging out with the wrong crowd and the wrong people. And ultimately, he finds a teacher that sees that this kid, has potential and needs help and steps up for him and kind of becomes his mentor. So that's Quest. It's based on a true story. It's based on I believe it's the story of the director. It's the little kid is actually portraying him in a way. And the film was actually, I think, co-written by the real teacher that the film is about.
So the director and the incredibly personal.
Yeah, it's very personal.
Full story.
It is, and the message is incredible. It's just basically about how there's kids out there that go unnoticed, that don't have any guidance, anyone to really push them to their full potential, and who kind of get lost in society. End up in homes or in jails or on the street doing crime. And so yeah, it's a very powerful message for this film. And
well, hopefully it'll have a good ending. If now we know that he's directing films.
Yeah,
so that's good, right? Also featuring documentaries based in Queens. This is awesome because musicians hung out there in the 80s and 90s. I want to hear a little bit more about We Were All Nobodies.
So We Were All Nobodies. It's about this really popular establishment. I was too young, so
Good for you.
I was never there. I probably missed it by like a year. But it's a great film. It has a huge following. There's a lot of hype about this because it's this small establishment that became bigger, bigger than life, bigger than what it was, and it was the place to go to in Queens during the 80s.
Nobody's pub, right?
Right, Nobody's pub.
Yeah.
We were all nobodies. So I guess it's a play on words. We were all nobodies. We all belong to nobodies.
On Northern Boulevard. Come on.
Yeah. A popular rock club, and it's no longer there. So this is kind of like
nostalgic,
an ode.
Right?
Yeah, very nostalgic. It's got, like I said, I got a lot of buzz. We're getting a lot of Queens musicians and people that actually were there are buying tickets up for this thing because they want to. I guess they want that sense of nostalgia. They want to go back to that.
Yeah,
that time.
everybody loves was a throwback, memories that are important to you. But the festival is also supported by the Queen's Council of the Arts, which I think is great. So what do you hope this festival then brings to the community?
I mean, you know, we're bringing a little bit of everything. We're bringing, you know, diversity. We're bringing, especially, we're bringing into light these filmmakers, these artists that you would not normally see. You would never have heard of these guys. You would never have seen their films. And that's kind of what the mission of this festival is, to put these filmmakers who are looking for that break to put them in the spotlight and get their film seen. And, you know, having Regal behind us and playing these movies in an actual movie theater, that just, you know, elevates everything. It just, you know, the filmmakers get very excited because this is their chance to play their movie at an actual real movie theater as opposed to like a screening room, or, you know, other festivals don't. There are plenty of festivals that do use movie theaters, but some that don't. And this is, you know, it's a really authentic feel. So when you go out there, but yeah,
I want to make sure everyone knows how to see you though. So you have to break it all down for us. The festival runs until Sunday, August 11th.
Yes.
Where can we get tickets? And I see we have the address here up on the screen for everyone.
Yes, you can get tickets at our website, so www.festivalofcinemanyc.com or .org. And people get confused. You have to go to the navigation bar on top where it says schedule and films. Because if you just go to the website, you're just going to see a lot of pictures and videos from our past years. You actually have to look for where it says tickets on the top of the screen.
Jayson, you have great energy. I know it's going to be a great event. Thank you so much for coming in early, and then you can get some rest when this is all done.
Yes.